Hey everyone, this is Stan with TopSurfer.com. Today is Wednesday, May 24th, and it's time for Stan's Tip of the Week. So this is a really cool one. I'm going to show you several websites that I use. You know, I've been doing this for quite a few years, and I've kind of gotten my preferences of things that I like to use. And so I'm going to show you them here really quickly. First of all, I want to start with one called Snaggy or snag.gy. This is a great one for capturing screenshots and sharing them with somebody, but it's also great to be able to just tell somebody to send you a screenshot. And so really it has all the instructions right here. So if grandma or mom calls you and says, I can't figure out what this is doing here or there, you can say, Mom, Grandma, just go here. Right now, just press Alt, print screen, and then hit Control V on this page. It's going to give you a link. When you do, give me that link. And that helps, you know, anyone, anywhere really, to share screenshots. And I use it all the time. If you contact me and you're saying you see something weird on the screen, I'll probably tell you to give me a screenshot, and I'll tell you to go here to get it. So it's just a nice little tool, really easy to use. For my images, I've really kind of looked high and low. Now I do a lot of web development for clients and different people, and I need to have royalty-free images. I can't just go stealing them off the internet from somebody else. So I use primarily I use Stock Unlimited for all my images. They have a pretty good selection. They don't have as good a selection as I would like. I've found better selections elsewhere. But I pay just an annual fee, and I can download as much as I want. And so it's a pretty good deal. I think I paid $99, and I see that it's here actually for images is $69. I may have paid $79. I can't remember exactly, but you know, they have 800,000 premium vectors and photos, and it's pretty decent. So I can go and I can search for an image name and, you know, whatever subject I'm doing, and I search for it, and that's how I get my images. Now, if you do want to pay a premium, there are other sources out there where you can go, and then you end up paying, you buy credits, and you end up, in the long run, you end up paying a couple of bucks per picture. But, you know, as a web developer, it's not that big a deal. If I'm developing somebody's website, they've paid me, you know, hundreds of dollars to do it. I'm definitely going to find the best image for them, and I'll go out and pay a premium for it. But if I can find it here first, I'll do that. Now, talking about building websites, the best software that I found to build a website in is WordPress. Now, had you asked me that 3 years ago, I would have never said WordPress. I didn't like them, and it just wasn't my favorite program to use. Now what it is it's basically some software that's installed on the server itself, and then you can log in. It's a content management system, so you can log in and you can start adding pages and different things like that. Now the reason I didn't like it was because it was complicated to change the main design. You either had to go get some theme that you liked and install it, and then once you were there, you kind of, you had to dig into it to figure it out. And I all the time had clients that would give me and say, okay, well, we want to build it in WordPress, and so I would have them go look for a theme and find it, and then we'd still have to change the colors and stuff like that. And then I'd have another one that would pick out a different theme, and I'd have to learn how that theme was set up, and it was quite complicated. Now what I do is I actually I have a developer's license with Themify, and I can install Themify on any site that I want. Because I have a developer's license, any of my client sites, and that allows me to really easily go in and change the design. So they basically have a whole bunch of different templates, but the best one is called Ultra, and Ultra allows you to really just tweak everything really good. And I've really found I love it, and I'm able to go in and make some major tweaks on it. I've made a whole bunch of videos for Themify Ultra as well. If you ever want to explore that, go for it. And an interesting fact, if you become a wholesale member of Top Surfer, I don't know if you've noticed, but we have free website hosting. If you get free website hosting, Themify Ultra will be in the theme area. So once you go through and you start setting up WordPress, you can just go into the themes and choose Themify Ultra, and it's in there, and you can use that because as my client, you're able to use it. So let's move on to a couple of other really great ones. Google Voice. If you want a great phone number that has business hours on it, it's kind of a hidden feature that you can set business hours for your business. So say you have your home phone number, but you also want to set up a business phone number, and you don't want people calling you at 6 a.m. in the morning, then Google Voice is a great option there, and it can ring your cell phone as well, and it can ring right here on the computer. So oftentimes when I'm talking to clients, I'm actually just talking through my microphone, listening to them on my speakers, and it works out really nice. Works great for me, and I really like it. They also allow you to pick your number. You can put in different, try out different 4-letter or 6-letter words and see if they are taken or see if they're available in the zip code or in the area code that you want. So it's a really cool feature. I really like it. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is TalkTo. So TalkTo puts a little chat box right down here to where you can fill it out and you can chat. So you can get a TalkTo account. And so for example, mine is so you can see it's talk.to. And if you put /Stan right here, that actually takes you to my own TalkTo page. There I am, and you just fill this out, and you can start a chat with me. So I have several pages, and for each of my websites, usually you'll see that there's a little TalkTo option down there. If I'm sitting at my desk and I'm available, sometimes I'm not available. Sometimes I'm busy working and I'm not able to respond to the chat. But TalkTo has a nice feature where it will save the message, and it'll ask you to put in your email address, and it'll save your message, and then I can respond to you as basically as a ticket. So oftentimes it's important to explain things with videos. I mean, that's why I'm doing these videos now, is because I find that people are more willing to watch a video and learn something than read all about it. And websites now, more than ever, really need videos. And it's so easy to integrate them. One of my other websites is called SEO Checkbox, and I've got this video that's integrated right here. And you can see right here is that little Let's Talk box right there. So I don't mind doing my own audio, but you can actually go to Fiverr. That's fiverr.com. Excuse me, and you can send somebody a script. Usually it's about 60 to 80 words per 30-second spot, and they'll read that script for you, and you can go through and pick out all the different voice talent that you want. You can have somebody read it for you. Because it usually takes 24 to 48 hours to get them, I just would much rather just do it myself. But if you don't like to, like I said, go to Fiverr and you can do it. But this has me on it, and I'll unmute this. But you can hear I talk on it. It's got some music. It's got a nice little video presentation. It's got a nice background. It's got these little animated things. You can put your own images on there. You can do different effects with the words and stuff like that. So this is a premium site. This is not the site that I used to create this video is not a free site. It is a premium site. And here's their prices. They sell them in packs of, well, you can do a free one, or you can do per export. You can do $60 for 3 exports. So that's what I've done in the past, and then I can just export it, and then I can upload it to YouTube, and it can be my own video on YouTube. And I don't have their watermark or anything like that on it. So that's one that I've really I've started liking to use that one recently. That's only been a recent one that I've started to use. But you can see here on SEO Checkbox, it makes a nice little video for us. I can explain things. So when you do make a video, write out the text that you want to say, and then I use some some software called Audacity or Audio City or something like that. Let me see if I can find it here. Just one second. Okay, so here it is. It is called Audacity. I can't remember if I bought this or if it's free software. This is the software that I use to do all my audio recording. The great thing about it is I can record something, and then if I mess up what I'm saying, I just wait a few seconds to kind of put a little line in there. Let me show you if I can kind of show you here. So when you're recording, I don't know if I can record both things at the same time, But when you record, you can see that it does these big lines. I don't know what they're called. And if you stop, then it creates a long line here. So what I do is, if I'm recording and I realize I wanted to say that a little bit differently, or whatever, then I can turn around and I can just pause for a second, and then I go ahead and I say it again, and I'm able to then afterwards, I can say, okay, here's that spot that I wanted to remove, and I remove it. And then I can use this audio thing on the video creation software. And the video creation software also has music that you can choose from as well. So they have some pretty decent music. It's not, I mean, there's not a huge variety, but there is some good music there that works for different types of situations. So anyway, those are some tips that I wanted to give you this week. Some of my tools of the trade, some things that I use. Like I said, Wholesale Membership, we offer free website hosting. You can choose your own domain name, go out and buy it, and then just hand it to us, and then we'll tell you how to point it to our server, or we'll just give you one of our subdomain names. You can choose what you want on there, and then it'll be like stan.stipy.com. So we have Stipy, STIPY.com. And that can be your domain name. So it'd be whatever your name is, .stipy.com. That is free with wholesale membership to Top Surfer. Go check out what Top Surfer wholesale membership is all about. There's all kinds of amazing things that come with that. Plus the ability to resell it and keep 100% of the profit. Also check out my website, SEOcheckbox.com. If you have your own website and you want to get Google to like you better and rank you up a little higher in your subject, then go check out SEO Checkbox. We actually allow you to do your own SEO, which is our DIY package or do-it-yourself package. For only $7.87, we give you a whole bunch of over 100 things that you can check through that tell you what you need to do, and then it kind of keeps track of you throughout the months, what needs to be redone again and all that. Or you can pay us to do your SEO for you. We've got 8-hour, 16-hour, and 24-hour packages, and you can see they're really well priced. The average company pays for SEO somewhere around $2,000 a month, and they don't tell you how many hours they're going to work for you. They just say, just trust us, we're going to take care of you. But we don't do that. We actually guarantee how many hours we're going to put in and how much we're going to work for you. So if you have any questions, just click on any of my Let's Talk boxes down at the bottom. And this is my tip of the week. And I wish you all a happy, successful, safe week. And we will see you at the top.